Good day, everyone. Another Daily London video on my way to the wharf. I saw this post on Instagram the other day that really pissed me off, just because it was so moronic. So I feel I have to discuss it. So the guy was making this really clickbaity post, and he makes this influencer. He makes these really clickbaity style of videos, and he signs them off by saying, "If you don't agree, you were just wrong." Which obviously is designed to generate a lot of blowback in the comment section. But I think like he really genuinely believes everything he's saying and has to shove it in everybody's face. So I feel I have to make a response to one of them. And basically his contention in his post is that you don't actually need a motorcycle bigger than, let's say, 250cc. That's all you need for all of your riding needs, and everything else is just your ego. And I think to a certain extent he might be right for where he is. The thing is, like, even though he's American, I get the sense he lives somewhere that's like, I don't know, probably like the same level of vehicle speeds as like India. So yeah, if you were talking about like the Indian market, you would say, yeah, probably you could get away with a 250cc bike, and that's what Royal Enfield have been doing for the last 50 years. But even there, they're producing 650 now, 750cc bikes. So, if even the Indian market is growing in capacity, I don't think he's necessarily right. I think it also depends on the type of. So one of his reasons for this is that he says, well, the average car does 0 to 60 in like 6 seconds, which is just categorically not true. And if you live somewhere like, in Europe generally, and if you live in, let's say, a more affluent city, it's just not the case anymore, especially with electrification, which is where I'm going with this point. So if you look at the typical, oh, that was a bad move. If you look at the typical 0 to 60 speeds for like your average electric cars, let's say like a Model 3 is, I think the all-wheel drive version is about 4.2 seconds. That's the same speed. No, actually, it's a bit slower than what my Thruxton R could do, but it's not far off. I think the performance version can do under 3 seconds. That's faster than the fastest bike I've owned, which was a torquey bike geared towards fast acceleration. So, yeah, I think the thing is, with all these electric cars on the road, I don't think bikes are as fast as they used to be. And I made this point in my last video. I think the speed at which modern cars can move off the line now, especially the hybrid and rear end and electrified versions, you're looking at pretty punchy takeoff speeds. And also, like, if you live in a city like London and you're basically next to like Porsches like this on the line, then yeah, of course your average car is going to be faster than 5 seconds 0 to 60. So yeah, if you look at even the more family-oriented models, like a Model Y, performance is still going to be under 4 seconds. Oh no, some traffic. It's still going to be under 4 seconds, 0 to 60. So, yeah. This is some ugly-ass traffic today. Yeah, so random Instagrammer, he's wrong, or if he's not wrong, he just lives in a less affluent area, shall we say, and he doesn't realize it. Whoa. What are you doing? Changing your mind. Make up your mind. People are getting less and less observant on the roads, especially with changing lanes. They don't really look. Some filter time. Yeah, so I mean, look, in London, Range Rover Sports everywhere, electric cars in a lot of places. Even the vans are increasingly electric. Buses electric. London taxis, they're quite quick off the line. I don't know the exact 0 to 60 time of the new London cab, but 0 to 30, they're pretty quick. Like, I don't think I can consistently beat them off the line. You know, and this is a 1200cc bike, so yeah. And that's why I'm actually quite excited for hybrid bikes, which are really not going to be everyone's cup of tea. We have the first one out this year, which is the Kawasaki, what is it called? Something 7 series? I don't know. Hybrid 7. I think it looks pretty cool, considering how hard it probably is to package a battery and an engine into the frame. It's a first. It's a world first. We have to applaud them for that. I don't think they're selling well at all, but I think it's really cool. I wouldn't buy one, but that's because I wouldn't buy a Kawasaki anyway. Like, they just look offensive. I mean, the H2R is pretty cool. That's like a classic now. They've appreciated so much in value. Would I buy a Kawasaki? There's not a single Kawasaki I would buy anyway, so that's probably not for me. Would I buy any other hybrid? I don't know. Maybe if BMW made one, maybe if Triumph made one, I would consider it. The problem is, I don't think either of them are likely to do that unless they absolutely have to, because it's a lot of investment, and it's such a gamble on the market. Like, does the average Triumph customer really want to buy a hybrid? Probably not. I think it would make sense to do it if you could show that it was categorically better performance in whatever category you were in. So it sounds counterintuitive, but maybe the bike to do it might be like the Rocket 3 or something, if you had a Rocket 3 hybrid. So you come down to, like, I don't know, 1.5 litre, like slightly less insane, and then you strap on a massive battery and it can do 0 to 60 in 1 second. Like, that would be pretty cool. Maybe create like a monster drag bike. That would be pretty cool. Maybe you could have like a Tiger Explorer E. That might be cool. Something for the commuter class. I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to have a hybrid bike, except that what I find cool about electric bikes is that they're so effortless in their speed. I was out driving the other day and one came like whizzing past me, like at pace. I mean, he was going too fast for sure, but he was I mean, it was definitely cool. I was like, that's cool. Just flying past, very futuristic. I thought it was cool. So I'm kind of, I think if Triumph could package a hybrid into a modern classic chassis with probably a slightly smaller engine, I don't know if that's technologically possible. I mean, they really pushed the limits to get the modern classic engine to get through emissions and all that stuff. So I don't know if people are that addicted to the sound of motorcycles as manufacturers think. I increasingly prefer, I mean, one of the reasons I prefer the twin platform over the Triumph triples is because they're quieter, and it's a torquey, low rev, grunty engine, and I like that kind of rumble. But I don't really love the the high-pitched whine of an inline four or a triple. I kind of like the low vibes, you know, so that's why I think I would prefer a, let's say, a twin cylinder hybrid. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up getting the Kawasaki, who knows. Lovely day out on the wharf, everybody's around. Very busy for a Monday, actually. Anyway, I'm probably pretty unusual in my thoughts. So if you have any particular strong opinions about hybrids, or you are really unhappy about the whole prospect, let me know what you think. I'd be really interested actually to see what the general market consensus is on electric bikes and hybrids. I have no idea. I mean, I don't think any of the manufacturers know if this is something that customers would want or are keen on. I think it's a bit, it's such an untested thing because it's just a completely different product. I think we've established that for dirt bikes and off-roading, it is a superior product. For like enduro trials bikes, electrics are probably superior. But for everything else, until there's like a massive breakthrough in battery, I don't want to get into a whole politicized debate about EVs in general, but they're just, there isn't really a use case for electric motorcycles. Oh, nice Lambo over there. I'll tell you what though, I would love if you were riding if you're trail riding and you're riding an electric bike, it makes such a difference to the experience, and I think the general public appreciates that a bit more. Having said that though, there's been a massive proliferation in illegal e-bikes actually. Basically electric motorcycles that are sold as mopeds or bicycles. They're not road legal, they're not properly taxed or licensed, and actually they're becoming a bit of a nuisance problem for the police to deal with. So yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Where you sit on this whole debate. Will you buy a hybrid or an electric bike ever? Will they have to pry ICE engines out of your clinging fingers? Let me know. Signing off. See you later.